Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today I'm joined by Chris. I asked him to do a top 5 favorite reptiles of all time. So I'll get started. Of course, my number 5 is a collared lizard. More specifically, an aqua flame, because I love that bright yellow head with that turquoise, greenish, bluish body. There's other kinds of collared lizard out there, but by far this is my favorite. Alright, dude, you're up.
So my number 5, I'd have to say, would be any type of horned lizard out there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it could be the Mexican giant horned lizard, it could be the California coastal, a desert horn. With the spikes and they shoot blood out of their eyes. I mean, the way they eat ants isn't that
Which one's
cool.
yours?
I have the Mexican giants.
Mexican giants?
Yeah, the Furnistoma azio. So I like horned lizards a lot. That'd be my number 5. What's your number 4?
Number 4 is a Titanic leaf-tailed gecko. These things are absolutely amazing.
Out of this world.
Oh, Zeus, stay still.
I like anything in that family.
The leaf-tailed geckos are such amazing.
Leaf-tails are awesome.
They specialize in camouflaging with that tail that they have. That tail looks so realistic. Like if you would come across, like if you don't have a good eye for it, you would just walk right by it in Madagascar. You
could probably just narrow this list down to like anything if it lives in Madagascar. It's probably on my top 5 list.
Yeah. Alright, dude, what's your number 4?
My number 4, I'd have to say, would be a black-tailed crebo snake. So if you guys don't know what a black-tailed crebo is, it's basically this really huge species. I think they get like 8 feet long. It's like a colubrid. So think of like a giant corn snake, and it's a constrictor, and they get super thick with 2 C's. And they're really cool colored. Like as they get older, they get like really light tan throughout their body, and their head like gets this cool stripe kind of like on their head, kind of hard to describe, and their tails are obviously black. And I think they also have white-tailed crebos as well, depending on the locality. But It's like a super giant species of corn snake for you guys who aren't familiar. It's not really like a corn snake, but it's a really big snake, and it's not a python, so it's pretty cool.
Okay. What are you doing? And then for my number 3, it's gonna be a panda dragon. I'm not sure if you guys know of these kind of lizards, but panda dragon's basically a huge iguana that has like, looks like a cow basically. So these lizards get up to 3 to 4 feet in length. These panda dragons live in humid conditions in Mexico, and then when they're babies, they are so much different than the adults. As babies, they are the green emerald, like little tiny lizard that looks nothing like the adults. It's so awesome how they look when they grow up. It's just amazing, guys. I would definitely want to have these in the future.
I didn't even really know about these until he showed them to me, and I was like, damn, I need one.
They're cows formed into a lizard, right?
Yeah,
it's so awesome.
Cool. Alright guys, so for my number 3 top 5 favorite reptile, I'd have to say that'd be a rhinoceros viper. Ooh. So rhinoceros viper, it's implied they got a big old horn on the tip of their face. And they're crazy colorful, like a rainbow. Like they have yellow, purple, black. Some of them have like a bit of like neon kind of color on them. They're really cool looking. Super toxic. If you get bit, you're gonna die.
You should get one.
I should. I've seen them for sale actually. I can't keep them legally where I live, but they are available in case one of you experienced keepers wants to buy one. They come from Africa, and they're related to gaboon vipers. A lot of people know what a gaboon viper is, biggest fangs in the world. So they're kind of similar. Just like picture a gaboon viper at a rave. So like it's colorful, like super colorful, and they're also like super thick with 2 C's. Yeah. So they're like really fat and not that long. They're just like really kind of like, think of like a ball python, like chunky, like a big female. But I mean, they're really cool.
We can never do videos together because we're always laughing.
I know.
Okay. For number 2, it's gonna be a purple tiger tegu. Have you guys seen these things? They're absolutely amazing, like jaw-dropping animals. So I have a few notes on here because there's such limited information about this, because only person that I know is Underground Reptiles that breeds them.
The bald dude?
Yeah, that guy.
He's kind of scary.
he looks like a...
He looks like he'll beat you up.
A military boxing guy, right?
Yeah.
That's how he is. But he still looks like a chill dude though.
Yeah.
So what I looked up, research about this, is that they are 75% blue and then 25% red. That's what causes them to have that unique white color. And then what makes these guys stand apart is a higher concentration of purple and black pigments found as them when they're babies. So that's what makes them stand apart from the other tegus. But yeah, basically as when they're old, they're huge tegus that are basically white. So such a unique kind of morph that they have. It's called a purple tiger tegu. But if I had the space, like if I had like a huge backyard, I would definitely have these awesome big lizards. But right now, as you guys know, I just have tiny little lizards that I can fit in my room. But if I had a huge room, dude, I would have all these kind of animals.
Dude, me too. I'd crossbreed one of your tegus with one of those pie dragons, or the panda dragons.
Imagine.
And make a
What about it?
Make a panda purple tiger dragon. That's what I would do. So my number 2, I probably would say blue tree monitor. So it's pretty implied that the lizard's blue. Blue like a aquaflame collared lizard, not that big, about 3 feet long. I believe they come from Indonesia, don't quote me on that. And there's different other color varieties of tree monitors. There's blue, yellow, green, and then there's like, you could hybridize them as well. But the blue ones are, in my opinion, just the most beautiful. They have these really like red eyes in person. They're arboreal, so they have this cool prehensile tail that'll like rip on you when you hold one. And like just to like see one in person is like truly a privilege because you don't see them around that often. So they're really cool.
Okay, now for number 1, I want you guys to try to guess what it is right now. One for his, one for mine.
House gecko.
House gecko? Leopard gecko?
No.
You didn't know? For my number 1, I don't know if you guys have seen this before, but if you know the man, Tom Crutchfield, you would know his famous
This is the goat.
crimson albino iguanas. These things are like bright orange, red.
Hurts your eyes.
It's crazy to look
Hurts
at.
your
Look
eyes
at the sun, basically. Like,
yeah.
This iguana is so bright. This thing will not survive in the wild, dude. It would
No.
just stand out.
To get picked off as soon as it comes out of the egg. Its head comes out of the egg. It's gone, dude.
Alright, so Tom sells these lizards for $10,000.
Holy,
so
I didn't know they were that much.
Yeah, as babies. But
crazy.
I've seen like people buy them and then resell them for $15,000. I saw them online, but they're out of stock. But $15,000, people bought those before. Little tiny lizards.
That's a lot of money.
That's so much money, but just the very beginning, as soon as something like this comes out, they're gonna be very pricey. But then after some years, when this thing becomes more common, prices will reduce. That's when I'll get one. Yeah, there's not that much info about these beautiful animals because they're expensive and they're super rare. So not many people have them.
Yeah.
All right, dude. Now, what's your number 1?
I already told you, house gecko.
House gecko.
Yep.
Come on now.
My real number 1 all-time favorite reptile.
House gecko.
House gecko. No, it'd have to be a crocodile monitor. I mean, the 2nd largest lizard in the world. Indonesia, again, don't quote me on it, as I think where they live. I mean, they're giant. I've heard reports, undocumented reports, of like 16-foot, you know, specimens, and they're arboreal. So 16-foot lizard in the tree. It's like a crocodile. That's called a crocodile monitor. Yeah, they're huge. I mean, they're giant. They're really cool. They got these yellow spots all along their back, and like a pretty interesting and neat fact about croc monitors is that Steven Spielberg actually modeled the velociraptor head and face for his movies based off of actual real crocodile monitor. So like, I mean, they're really prehistoric, they're giant, and they're also super hard to come by and really, really expensive. So good luck getting one.
Okay, so those were our top 5 favorite reptiles of all time. I want you guys to comment down below your top 5 so that we can take a look at them, because there's so many animals out there that we don't even know about, so many rare and different animals from different countries and stuff. So
they really are.
Comment right now so that I can take a look at those awesome animals. So today's post notification shout out goes to
Darby Burnham.
Thank you so much for turning the post notifications. If you want a post notification shout out as well, be sure you turn them on and then comment down below when done so that I know who has done that. Where'd you get all that from? Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and until next time guys, peace.